Welcome to the Faith Christian School podcast. It is our pleasure to partner with our parents to bring information that will help you as a parent, as a spouse, and as a child of God.
Welcome to the Faith Christian School podcast. My name is Doug Dickerson, your host, along with David Freeberg, my co-host. Welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in today.
You know, finances are something that everyone who deals with money should know about and be able to manage. The earlier you can handle money or learn to handle money, the better off you're going to be financially throughout your life.
Absolutely.
Many of us, I know, wish that we had learned about finances at a much earlier part in our life. I know Maria and I were basically clueless. When I was going through college, there wasn't a student loan I didn't like. There wasn't things I wasn't willing to put on my credit card. And it wasn't until we found a system that worked for us when we took the Financial Peace University class through Dave Ramsey that we started to really understand how to manage money and start winning with the finances that God had entrusted us with. Today we want to talk about how you as parents or grandparents or those who are influencing the younger generation can help them win financially.
We want to share a few tips with you, and certainly this is not an exhaustive list by any means, but we want to share a few of the core principles, if you will, some of the things that we believe can be of great help to you. So one of the first things we recommend is that you just teach your child a good, strong work ethic. This can be done by having your child take responsibility for chores around the home and do this on a commission type basis where they do the chore, they get paid, and they don't do the chore, they don't get paid. But this is something that you can teach even at a very early age, 3 and 4 years old even. You can start by just having age-specific chores and things that they are responsible for around the house. So it's never too early to start the process of instilling these financial principles and values in their life. And this is just a great way to do it. Start with modeling and start them out on a good, strong work ethic.
Absolutely. Along with that is to help them manage their money. And one way to do that is through teaching them how to budget.
Right.
Yes. If you're not very good at budgeting, that's fine. If you go to daveramsey.com, there's some resources there that will help you through that process a little bit. Or get with a friend who is good at budgeting and learn. But teach that to them young. When they're young, there isn't going to be much for their budget. They're probably going to save most of their money because they really don't have a lot to spend it on. But as they get older, there's going to be other things that are going to be added to their budget. If they have a vehicle, managing that and budgeting for that. If you have them get their school supplies and school clothes, those types of things can be added to the budget as they get older and just help them through that process. Another thing that they need to budget for is tithing. You want to teach them to give. You start that habit early, start that process early, and that's going to be something that they'll probably carry on for the rest of their lives. And then the third thing is spending. And we don't want them to just spend anytime that they want, anytime they see something, impulse on things. Want them to plan their spending, and you do that through your budget. So you save, you give, and you spend, but it's all planned out using your budget.
One of the other things that we like to encourage is simply just to model the behavior that you want them to live. And this is where, as parents, we model that behavior. Let them see you work on your budget. Let them know about your expenses. What are the items that you budget for every month? It could be your groceries, your housing, your insurance, your car. The list goes on. But let them see and understand what goes into making the budget and all the different categories that you have for that, and then sit down at an appropriate age and time to let them see this is how much we make. This is our income. This is what comes in. This is what goes out, and just model that, because later in life that's going to be a valuable tool for them to understand the realities of money management. And these are the principles that it's just never too early to start in that process of helping them with that.
Absolutely. They may even turn off the lights if you show them how much electricity you pay for each month. Probably not, but it might be worth a try.
It doesn't hurt.
So these are just some ideas that we had, but there's a lot of resources out there to help you through this process. And Dave Ramsey has several of them, and we'll mainly talk about those. But Financial Peace University is a great course to go through. It's a 9-week course. Goes all the way from getting out of debt to being wealthy and being very generous. So he walks you through the 7 baby steps. The first baby step is $1,000 emergency fund to just kind of take care of some of those little gotcha things. The next is the debt snowballs, getting rid of all that debt and all those payments that are bleeding your paycheck. The third baby step is a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses in case something unforeseen happens. The fourth baby step is
investing 15% of your income.
Thank you. Investing 15% of your income. Baby step 5 is saving money for college, for your kids, maybe for your grandkids, however you want to do that. Baby step 6 is paying off the house early, and then baby step 7, saving and giving generously to all those things you always wish you could have before, but never had the money to.
And we know in the time that we're allotted in our podcast, we know we didn't touch on all of the issues, but these are just some core, good, fundamental principles of managing your money and teaching your children how to do that. And so we want you to check out our website, because we will have podcast notes there and additional resources that will be made available to you there. So visit us online at faithchristiansc.com. That's faithchristiansc.com. And there also you can check out our past podcast episodes and find out, of course, more information about our school. And we'd also would encourage you to call us at 843-873-8464 and find out more information about our school. You can talk to Cindy, set up a time to come in and visit and tour our campus and see all the great things that are going on here. And we would just love to have you to avail yourself of that opportunity. And you can follow us on Facebook, and go to facebook.com and look up Faith Christian School. And you can follow us also on Instagram at Faith Nights. And so we just encourage you to check us out on these social media platforms. And we'd like to also invite you to join us on our next podcast, where we will have more things that we would like to share with you to help make you a better spouse, a better parent, and a better child of God.
Thank you for listening to the Faith Christian School podcast. Faith Christian School disciples students to be engaged by Christ and engage the world for Christ. We look forward to partnering with you on our next podcast.